Somebody asked me a little while ago, what are some things that I would do to prepare a horse to have his feet picked up with a rope, like a lariat or whatever. And so I thought I'd take a minute and kind of show you basically what I would do before I picked up a horse's feet with the rope, because there's a bunch of stuff I'd do before that. So I've got my horse here in a halter and a lead rope, and then I've got here several things. I've got my flag. I've got a 12-foot lead rope that's not been put on a halter. I've got a 20-foot cotton, like a lunge line, just a rope with a snap on it. And then I've got this is a cotton livestock halter that I have unthreaded one loop out of. It used to be a halter, and so I unthreaded one loop out of that, and I end up with a noose on the end, and it's cotton, and it's about the right length for this, because a lot of people aren't comfortable handling a full-on lariat with all the coils and everything, and if a horse is going to kick pretty bad, this is much kinder to his skin and his hair than a lariat would be. So this is a pretty good little tool for doing this, and they're about $6 or $8 on the internet, so they're pretty cheap to get into also. So this is our horse. He has had ropes on his feet and stuff, but I'm going to show you on him kind of what I would do to prepare a horse to have ropes around his feet. And the first thing that I would do is I would get him good with a flag, because I can safely kind of put the flag anywhere I'm going to work with my ropes. And a horse has kind of got to be okay with what I call unexpected touches in order to do this work, because you are going to unexpectedly touch him, whether you mean to or not, in this process. So I would just make sure my horse is okay with the flag standing still, and then I would be sure he was okay with the flag when he was moving, because if when I put the rope on his foot he moves, he needs to be okay with stimulus around his legs and his feet while he's moving. And I might, get careless or disorganized, and I might have my rope somewhere other than his feet. And so he needs to be okay with all that. So he looks pretty good with a flag. He's been around flags all his life. So the next thing I might do, and you could really do these in different order for different horses, wouldn't matter a whole lot, is I'm just going to put my lead rope up here real quick so it's just out of our way, because I'm going to snap this lunge line on my halter. I'll just snap my lunge line on my halter here, and I want to make sure that this horse is okay dragging the rope. So I might take this rope, and if I really wasn't sure about my horse being okay with something being drugged alongside him, I might start here and let him see that there's something being drugged beside him and behind him. And I might start with this. Okay, so if he's okay with that, then I'd do the next most difficult thing, and I would take this, I'd throw it over my saddle, and having a saddle on him when you're doing this enables you to be able to catch that rope on the cantle of the saddle so it'll stay on the horse. And I might have him go around me. I could lead him around too, either way. And that rope is touching his back legs. It's dragging around behind him. It's in his blind spot behind him. So he's working on being okay with things in his blind spot down low. I might pull this up over him. And as I did that, it might bump him in the sides. And then I'd make sure I did that on both sides. So that he was good with this both directions, hanging down on both sides of his body. And I felt confident that he could drag a rope if he ended up dragging a rope in this process. And there, that's fine. drag that there as well. If I want to move that, there's an easy way to do that. That is to have him just go ahead and step over either way. More step. That'll work. So I just make sure that my horse could drag a rope. And obviously, before you did any of this, you'd have him halter broke to where he could take his hind end around in case he got scared. He can go out on the circle around you with a nice bend in his body. He's attentive, you can get his attention. So the next thing I would do, if all this checked out and all this looked pretty good, in some horses, if they've been around ropes a lot all their lives, you might not need to do all this. But if you were nervous about your horse being okay with a rope, you certainly could do all this. So then the next thing I might do is I might take my lead rope. This is a lead rope that's not on a halter. I'm going to take the loop out of the end of it so that there's no chance of catching on anything. And obviously I'd have my horse gentle enough that I was confident just being around his legs and his feet. Obviously this horse has been shod, this horse has been trimmed, so he's had his feet picked up. 3 years old, 4 years old, he's had his feet picked up for years. So I can start with an open loop like this, and I can just start seeing if I can get him to unweight that foot, just like that. And if he were to kick or get scared, I have an open loop. I can drop one side of that, keep a hold of the other, and he can take a couple of steps sideways and he's out of that. And then I can just work on it some more and fix it up so that he's more comfortable about that. If you're thinking your horse is going to be concerned just about feeling the ropes around his legs, you could spend as much time as you needed just doing this. Just moving that rope up and down his legs. So once a horse is okay with all this, and with an open loop, you can pick up a foot. I'm going to wait for him here to unweight this. That's plenty good to start with. Okay, obviously he's not afraid. Once I get that far, then I'm ready to go to the next step, which will be in the next video.